Just hear me out. Hear me out.
Riding my pony.
Gotta be an easier way to do this.
Ow.
Ow.
Is my septum straight?
Yeah.
Is my nose straight?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We good to go?
Yes. I should probably turn the audio over there, but whatever. Hold on. Check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Oh, it's too loud. Way too loud. Check 1 2. Ha 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 ha.
Wow.
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. All right, it should be okay.
1, 2, 3.
It's terrible.
That was terrible. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so before we get things started, we made an agreement that we're going to start doing it. I need to do disclaimer.
Disclaimer right off the hop?
It's got to be at the beginning. So, I've been watching this podcast.
Not this one.
Not this one. Watching a podcast. It's called I've Had It. If y'all get a minute, you really need to, you need to go listen to them because they're hilarious. But they did a disclaimer, and I feel like it's probably something that we should do as well. So, right off the hop, just so that everybody's aware and we're all clear, the right audience, and that there's not anybody hanging around hoping for the best.
You're gonna list these out?
Yeah, so we're Christians.
Sure.
But we live life by the red letters, so we're like
the red text. We're the church of the red text.
Yeah, church of the red text. New Testament only.
Yeah, if Jesus didn't say it,
it doesn't count. It's not a sin.
It's communicated from the church for sure.
Yeah. We believe that Black Lives Matter.
Yep, BLM.
We are pro-choice. So you don't want to have your baby, girl, you do what you need to do to not have that baby.
It's between you and the Lord.
It's between you and the Lord and your doctor who states whether or not you can do it. I'm pro none of your business. It ain't none of mine. It ain't none of yours. And we are unapologetically 100% allies, supporters to the LGBTQIA plus community. And that will never change.
Yeah, very progressive.
Extreme, almost like...
Too progressive.
We're like radical progressive.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of like...
Radical.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Because you can be left.
We're way more left than left.
Yeah.
We're as far left as you can get.
But you can be right.
Yeah. Left nowadays is more center, closer to right than actual left.
Yeah, but we're left.
We're left. We're like if you...
I thought right was liberal, was right, progressive.
Right is conservative.
Conservative. Oh, okay, so we're not right. We're left.
We're
I thought left because... you know what it is?
No, I don't.
You're really funny. Because I'm right-handed. So I'm like, left is bad, right is good. Does that work?
Babe, no, it's not. I'm afraid. So what, any left-handed person you know is a...
If they're left-handed, they're a Trump supporter. Oh, good God.
Sorry, them's the breaks.
Yeah, that's it, guys.
That's how it works.
That's it. Holy Hannah.
Well, we're off to a great start.
So we reached out, we made a post. Well, I made a post on Facebook and was like, hey, does anybody have any ideas for topics for the podcast? And your buddy sent a really good... Yeah, Evan.
Evonio Pantonio.
Sent an amazing list.
Do you have the... Do you want me to bring it up?
Yeah.
Are you going to hit all of these?
No. I mean, we could. Do you want to do a speed round?
Well, did you have a thing... I'm assuming you have a main topic you want to discuss.
No, I literally just wing it. No, the last two podcasts, one was introducing us. And then the second one was we were gone for 2 months. So it was
right.
I got to catch everybody up on
where the fuck we've been.
Yeah. And on my brain. Right. So that's probably 4 weeks worth of podcasts. Now I do have a list of my own, but I was thinking what we could do is I think we should just do random, because it's called Hear Me Out. So it's,
Yeah. Hear me out. You've got a thing you want to get off your chest or dust off your shoulder.
Okay. Something I want to get off my chest?
Typically, that was the concept.
I thought that like guns were legal in the States. You have the legal right to bear arms.
You do.
How do you miss Trump? That's a serious question. How do you live how do you live in a country that has the legal right to bear arms and you shoot a man in the ear?
So that's not a miss. To hit him.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Then he missed.
Wow.
It was an assassination attempt.
It was. It hasn't happened since President Reagan, Ronald Reagan.
It was a terrible attempt. He shot his ear.
Yeah.
And then they
didn't do good. They did kill the person behind him and injure 2 other people.
That's what happens when you're at a Trump rally.
I guess so.
That's your own fault. Why are you at a Trump rally? Why are you back there doing this? What does this mean? What does this stand for?
Well,
what does it stand for?
Wow, power.
Thank you.
Typically.
Okay. And he's like doing this after his ear got shot.
You seem like you have some thoughts about it.
About Trump?
About the whole thing in general.
I don't think I have enough time, honestly. I'm going to end up like... This man, like, wrote his own Bible.
Well, he added the Constitution to the Bible, which is a pretty big no-no when the Bible says, do not add or remove any words to this Bible.
Well, and it also states that politics and religion should never... They should.
Separation of church and state, yeah, it's a pretty big thing.
There should always be, right? But this orange Oompa Loompa decided that he was just going to, like, what? And I'm not saying Biden is, like, I'm not pro-Biden at all, but please walk me through how the Catholic president...
Who's in church every Sunday.
Who's in church every Sunday is trying to reinstate abortion rights.
Yeah.
But the other guy is like, I think we should decide.
Wow, you're getting... We're jumping right into it today.
Well, this or like I
support women.
I support women's rights and wrongs.
You picked this shirt on purpose today?
My other white shirt was dirty. So I was like, you know what? Because every time we do a podcast, you know what's really funny is that I'm in like a black hoodie.
Yeah.
And I look like I don't exist from here down.
That's the issue with the producer. He's lighting the podcast wrong.
Clearly. Yeah, clearly. And because I'm up against like this and I have black hair. So I just like blend. All you can see is my face.
Just face.
Yeah, I'm just face up against. So I figured if I wore white. So anyway, you know what? Here's the thing. He's an idiot. That's all I got. Like he's an idiot. They're all idiots. Every politician is. But anyways, I'm going to change the subject just because I can. It's my podcast. I can do whatever I want. So I went to church today for the first time since Mother's Day.
Right.
And that's where I go to get my cup filled.
Right.
Other than working with Lacey.
Yeah.
Because like Lacey and her clients fill my cup. Like we already know that. Like I come home from work and I'm like so happy.
You got a good balance then.
I do.
Good work-life balance.
I do. Finally. I found it. It only took me 4 years.
Yeah, it took a while to get there.
Yeah, I either have to be like 80 hours a week.
Yeah.
Or extremely part-time. And you really can't get much more part-time than what I am right now. Because I'm literally like...
Week on, week off.
No. I work for 4 days and I'm off for 10.
Yeah.
Because Lacey's like me. She's like, no, we need to live our best lives and whatever. Anyway, so I go to church to get my cup filled.
Yeah.
And it's great. So I ran into a friend of mine, Marquita, who I have known since I was in grade 6, I want to say, is when Marquita and I met.
So you know her from back home?
From back home. Yeah. We graduated together. When I moved to Fort McMurray, she was newly single out of like a terrible abusive relationship. I was like coming in to go balls to the wall in Fort Mac. Her and I like partied our asses off for a couple years. She met her now husband and was like, Caitlin, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to need to separate myself from you. This is a bit much. And then we reconnected.
It's good to serialize you were the problem.
I'm always the problem. You know what's really bad? All growing up, I was like the bad friend.
You were that friend that parents would warn you about.
Yeah.
Oh, you better not be hanging out with Caitlin.
You better not be hanging out with Caitlin this weekend because I was like behind all of their parents' houses smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
stealing their parents' cigarettes and like getting my friends to smoke them with me. It was funny.
Carrying your backpack out of the house, like clink, 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 clink. Try not to shake all the booze bottles.
No, I didn't. I never stole booze from my mom. Do you know why? Because I watched my sister do it and get caught repeatedly. And I was like, there's no way
she knows
to do it. Yeah, my mom weighs her liquor bottles.
I don't know who those parents are that don't know when their kids are stealing booze. Like, if you touch
my sister did like the whole thing where she like watered down the vodka and thought she wouldn't get caught. Like, you know what I mean? So anyway.
Does she think that when they don't get drunk after drinking at 2-6, they can't tell the difference between vodka and water?
Well, in her defense, her parents kind of did more than drink alcohol. So, like, maybe she was hoping that bottle of vodka was like the end of the night vodka.
Right. When it is like water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that does make sense.
Anyway.
I've had a couple of those.
So Marquita and I reconnected when I got sober.
Right.
And she had seen me posting about church and, you know, doing Bible study and all that kind of stuff. And she's been really, she had a death in the family, which made her want to lean more into God. And she didn't really know how to. So I got her to come to church. And then I kind of stopped going for like 2 months. And she was like, bro, what happened? She literally looked at me today and was like, I look for you every service. At 11:45, she's like, so are you going in the morning? And I was like, I haven't been here since Mother's Day. And she was like, girl, like, what are you? But life, right? Anyway, she was like, I just want you to know that my mom, Lori, which I love Lori, told her that this podcast is helping her. And I was like,
helping her with what?
It's her bad days.
Right.
Like when she's having like a bad day and she just like tunes in and it's like, helps her laugh, and she just, you know, it's relatable in a way because I'm making people feel seen, like, and heard and understood, I guess, like through mental health.
You're definitely making issues more relatable, more normal. It doesn't feel as stigmatized,
I guess. And I mean, like, here's the thing, guys, like, I have heard it, seen it, done it, bought t-shirts, sold them, burned them, remade them, put it on coffee tumblers. Like, I've done it.
We've done it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've the good, the bad, the ugly. Like, whatever topic you throw at me, I guarantee you I have
We've got something to do with it.
/ traumatic story to tell you about it.
Some sort of connection to it.
And a lot of that ties into why my mental health is where it's at right now and why I'm on this journey that I'm on. But this has been like for the first time in a really long time where I felt like I'm leveled. Like I've got, and I know to you guys it doesn't seem like I'm level. Oh my gosh, this is so funny because this is level. Right?
You're so good right now. You're in such a good place. I'm actually thinking about it today. It's like you've been on this last fucking week has been like, woohoo, paradise. Yeah. You've been, I don't know what you did, what you got figured out, but it's working. And you haven't really got it figured out. We're just figuring it out.
Well, I started smoking again.
That can't be it.
Guys, oh my God, I was quit smoking for a month. I had it. And then you know what? Tamara, your fault. And we've already had this conversation. It's Tamara's fault because she just dropped 2 kids on me, a 1-year-old and an 8-year-old. And was like, bye.
Peace.
For 2 weeks.
Well, I don't want to say you can't do it, but you quit too many things at once. Something had to give. Because you were coming off the antidepressants. Because you wanted to get off of those.
Yep.
Didn't like the side effects or the withdrawal, or you don't think you even needed it.
No, I really don't.
And you were trying to quit smoking at the same time. And
my ADHD meds as well.
So it's a lot. It was a big task to take a bite of. Yeah.
And I have I have talked about it in the first one where I have diagnosed high functioning OCD or low functioning OCD. So it's not high functioning. I did this last time too. And you're like, no, it's not. You can't function at all. The fuck are you talking about? So I can't function properly. Now I don't have the OCD. We've never gotten into this one actually, where it's like I have to do things on repetition.
Very specific ways.
It's not that way, but I have the obsessive compulsive cleaning, and I have an order, like the way things when I do things, they have to be done a specific way.
Yes.
If not, I have panic attacks. And
For instance, if you're folding laundry and I...
Don't! You will head straight to the courthouse for a third divorce if you ever do it to me again.
I would never. I've learned my lesson.
Do you remember that? I had a full-blown panic
I didn't
attack.
realize it was a thing. I didn't
know it was a thing either.
No, yeah. We're discovering new ones.
Yeah, there's new ticks. So what he's talking about is when I'm doing laundry.
You were folding laundry one day.
I was folding laundry one day. And this was when we were living with your mother still.
Yeah.
And all right, Pete. I love you, Mom. I was folding laundry and I dumped all of the laundry on the bed, and you came in and thought you'd be funny, and you
and dove onto
the clean clothes.
Like a pile of leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking.
I cried.
Yeah.
I literally cried. And I don't know why. But it's because you interrupted my order.
The specificity of your task.
Yeah, the order that I had to do it. And the only way it works that it doesn't that there isn't is so if I look at you and go, hey babe, go take care of the laundry for me, and I'm not in the room.
Yeah.
I can't come in the room until your laundry is put away, and then I can go do mine. But if I come in and there's a pile of clothes on the bed and you start picking through it, I lose my mind. And I'm like, I can't, it has to be done a certain way.
Yeah.
So it also comes into effect when I'm cooking. The kids always want to cook with me. Sam's always like, hey mom, can I help with supper? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So excited. I can't wait. So I can't, I have to do everything in a specific order, and it has to be done that way. And if not, then I start to feel overwhelmed and overstimulated, and I kind of got to backtrack. And it's almost like I skip steps, and I end up using all of the garlic when I'm not supposed to use all the garlic.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah,
with the HelloFresh? So it's anyway, so
it throws you off.
It throws me off completely. So right now we have teenagers. We have a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old. We have an angel child who is Sam. He is what?
No, you're going to pick that up.
Oh, I have an angel child who is Sam. He is 13. He is the love of my life, my soulmate almost of a child.
Yeah.
And we have a monster. Her name is Leia. God love her. She's my bestie for the resty, but she's a monster, which anybody with a teenage daughter will know. So but they know me. They know the way things go. They know that the house needs to be in order, and it's not I'm not trying to be mean, but my house needs to look like nobody lives here.
There can't be any evidence.
There can't be any evidence that there's a family in this house. The kid, and I know that to some people you're like, that's crazy. I'm aware, and it's not easy to be this way.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
It's not something that you're not aware of.
No, I have to clean the kitchen before I cook to make it messy again and then clean it again.
Yeah.
There can't be any dishes in the sink or in the dishwasher when I start cooking supper. So anyway, these children who come from a Fijian household, and it is a standard in the Fijian culture that your children are nuts.
I was just going off the parents.
It is genetically proven that Fijian children are wild animals. Every single one of them. And do you know how I know? Because ever since Tamara has come into my life, every Fijian child I've met,
yeah,
animal control. Somebody come pick these guys up. Craziness. Love them dearly.
Yeah.
And I do. I love Misia and Zach and Jackson and Kaya and all, and
a lot of
Luciana and Alicia. I love them all. I love all these children. But they're crazy.
Yeah.
So Misia is a tornado that is not quite out of control, but she's very controlled in her movement. So she's like a tornado.
Yeah. So
she knows what she's picking up, and and then there's Jackson, who's an F5.
Yeah.
He's 1, but he's a hurricane, tsunami, tornado, everything all combined into one. I don't know what that would be called.
Half Newfie, half Fijian.
Half Newfie, half Fijian. So can you imagine? And eats dirt. Tried to eat a bullet ant, and it latched onto his lip and then screamed. So I had to, while trying to not take my antidepressants,
Trying to quit smoking.
And then adjusting to Voomies off of Vyvanse. And my mother, God love her, was here, and I broke in the kitchen, and I cried, and I was like, I can't do this anymore, la, la, la. And you're like leaving, and you're like, do you need anything from the store? I was like, get me a pack of smokes. That's all I want, just give me some ciggies. And you were like, okay. And then you even called, like, are you sure? And I'm like, get me some smokes. I can't fucking do this right now. Like, I'm done. And then because I'd given my vape to Tamara, and I had even texted Tamara, and I was like, can you charge? I'm coming to drop your kids off, but I need that vape I gave you. And she goes, are you stressed out? And I'm like, have you met your kids?
Yeah.
What do you mean, am I stressed out? You've been gone for 2 weeks. I'm aware that, God love you, we're in the hospital with your other child for 2 weeks, but you left me with the two worst ones. Leave me with Kaya.
As much as we love them.
As much as we love them. Jackson's my godson. You know, they call me auntie. They're my babies.
Yeah.
But Lord, let me tell you, my OCD was like, it just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't handle it. That's kind of like part of it. You know what I mean? It's, God love mental illness.
Something had to give.
Yeah.
It was either kick the kids out.
Yeah, it was either get rid of the children.
Or take smoking.
Or buy a cigarette and have a cigarette.
So you did pretty good considering.
It was like 2.5 weeks the kids were here.
The difference between episode 1 Kaylin and episode 3 Kaylin. I don't know if episode 1 Kaylin could have handled that. It was a lot.
Oh, 100% not. Definitely not.
So that says something about the progress you've made even in the last few months.
When did we do episode 1? January or February?
Yeah.
February.
Or something like that. February, March.
It was right after I lost my job at Dollarama.
Yes.
So it would have been February. Like the end of February. Yeah, definitely not. Like, that Caitlin would not have been able to handle this at all.
So you're doing good.
I guess. All right.
We'll work on the smoking later on when we got everything else kicked.
Yeah.
At your own pace. Nobody's forcing you.
My own pace is balls to the wall, though. And that's like my mom was like, you don't give yourself any grace, like, at all.
No.
Like, you just, like, constantly are like, you need to do this and do it now.
That's why I'm trying to reinforce how good you're doing. Because you felt defeated that you had to buy a pack of smoke.
Yeah.
Even though you were quitting everything else.
Well.
You went from 8 medications to 1?
Yes, I'm on 1 right now. Yeah.
For heartburn?
Yeah.
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 Do you see the difference?
Well, and my antidepressant, I'm down to like 1 every 2 days.
Right.
Because I have to like...
I
tried. Guys, vertigo is real. It is not fun when you're sober. Like, vertigo is fun when you're high. Because you're like, ooh, this is crazy. Like, what is this? But, like, when you're sober, it's kind of weird.
Spooky?
Yeah, well, not being able to control, like, where you're walking is weird. I guess it's kind of like being drunk. Whatever. But yeah, so, you know, it's been... What happened? Like, how did I go from a disclaimer to talking about Trump to talking about...
I'm just letting you go.
Guys.
You're just doing your thing.
Guys.
You're on your own journey.
I am on my own journey. And it is a journey. Let me tell you. It is. Anyway, let's look at these topics for a minute. Let's try and keep me a little bit more controlled.
Do you want to look at them or do you want me to pick one? Or do you want to go through and see?
Oh, yeah, you pick one. Just ask me a question and I'll fucking hear me out on it.
Half of these are bullshit, Evan. What the fuck is this?
No, they're not.
Why are dogs better than cats? Go fuck yourself.
I got it. Let's go. Hear me out. Do you want to know why?
Go.
Riley.
No.
Ah!
Dogs are not better than cats.
Riley versus Joey. Let's walk through this for a second.
One buries their shit. The other, you walked in it yesterday.
In the yard.
Still.
He's a dog.
Okay, so that's 1 point for cats.
That the cat's shit in a box
that they bury
the litter onto your studio door that I have to clean off. Puss, for 1.5 years, sprayed his urine all over this house.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Your gym bag, shoes, multiple pairs of my shoes, and literally stared you right in the face while spraying on the kitchen table onto your laptop.
That's pretty bad. I almost killed him.
Riley pees on the floor and her ears pin back and she's
I fucked up.
I'm so sorry.
I fucked up.
Yeah. And whenever I want love, all you do is go, Riley, come here. And she runs over. I grab Puss and I'm like, oh, Puss, I love you. And he's like, meow, and like runs away.
See, that's exactly why I like cats. Because I come home from work.
That's why you like me.
The cat's just like, Yeah, what's up? Cool. I come home from work and Riley's like, oh my God, Dad's home, what the fuck? And she tries, they're very in your face. They're a lot. They're me?
Yeah. We have this conversation all the time. Golden Retriever, Siamese cat.
Why is it Siamese?
Because Siamese cats are assholes. They're terrible, terrible cats. They're not nice. And they're like, you're a Golden Retriever. You're like, oh my God, wife's home. Yay. I love everybody. Give me attention. Show me love. And I'm like, that's enough for today.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly what you want in a healthy, loving marriage.
Balance.
You're the yin to my yang.
Yeah, it's called balance. Okay, let's go another one.
Another one?
I won that argument.
How did you win?
I won 110%.
I think that's bullshit. Why? Because I like Riley, but you like the cat.
It's questionable.
You talk about puss all the time how much you love him.
Because he leaves me the fuck alone.
Yeah, see? Exactly. Which way is the correct way to put the toilet paper on the holder? There's only one way.
You've put it on wrong a couple of times.
Yeah.
While you're mid-shit. And it irritates me. I am so rude to the point that I will, like, if I'm in somebody else's house and it's on wrong, I'll move it. I'll change it.
No, it was like, because ours is one of those ones where it's like, it sticks out and you put it on and that's it. It's not one that you got to like lock in. Yeah. The lock-in ones, 100%, you got to keep it overhang. So it pulls down. The one that just slides off, I just grab it off and then I just stick it back on. That's why. That's why it's always, sometimes it's wrong when you go in there, because I just slap it back on after I took it.
For the sake of our marriage, I'm going to need you to stop and slap it back on.
That's what's going to come down to. Took it, or to putting it back on backwards?
Put it on backwards.
So if I put it back on overhang, we're okay.
We're fine.
If you turn it, it's overhang.
I know. Listen to me. No, you think that's funny. I hate you. But listen.
It's funny.
Shut up and listen to me. The toilet paper holder, has a bar, like an arm, right? And then it goes this way. That arm goes up against the wall. So it should never be turned. That arm shouldn't be facing the door. It should be up against the wall. So there's only one way. And start with me today.
I'm started. You want the next one?
I can't talk for an entire hour about toilet paper. I
don't know if we can. If we go through this whole list, we might end up fighting. Yeah, Evan's gonna give me my third divorce here.
Okay.
Do you believe in aliens? He's all over the place with these questions.
Do I believe in aliens? No.
Okay. Define alien.
You asked me the question, so you define alien.
I didn't write it.
What do you mean define alien? An extraterrestrial?
Like E.T. or just like microscopic biological?
I think he's more
organisms.
talking like extra, like E.T. There's a whole other life out there that we don't know about.
Right.
That built the fucking pyramids.
And you're like, doesn't exist.
I've never put a tinfoil hat on my head and I never will.
Okay.
That's no fucking aliens. Fantasies.
You've never been abducted.
Mythical creatures. I've been abducted, but not by an
You've been abducted and said, take me to your leader, but they weren't aliens.
They were not. No. No. They were very mean people.
All right.
Okay, moving on. We're going to talk about that right now. You're going to avoid that. Okay, no, but do you believe in aliens?
No, it depends. I believe in life, like life on other planets.
That would be an alien.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What's your definition of alien?
Life on what planet?
Wherever. And if the entire universe, I'm sure there's microscopic, even whatever, some sort of life, whether it's plants, fish.
You think there's fish on Saturn?
Well, not Saturn, because we can see those shit. We can see the ones within our system.
So the ones within our solar system, there's no other life. But beyond that, past the big black gaping hole that's going to kill us all.
Yeah.
That's going to take out the Earth.
There could be some sort of microscopic organisms on other planets. Why wouldn't there be?
Why would there be? Why would God do that?
I don't know. Ask them.
You ask them.
The billions of years of evolution. There's got to be something somewhere. Actually, some people think octopuses came from space. So technically, an octopus is an alien.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. What the fuck do you mean? It's in the water.
Now.
That's so fucking stupid.
Oh, thanks, Evan, for these. These are great.
That's so fucking stupid. What the fuck? Mythical.
It's not mythical.
Do you believe in dinosaurs?
Yes.
Okay.
Should I not?
No, I'm glad you do. So, like, carbon dating's a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Millions of years ago, octopus ancestors were on an asteroid that landed in...
Prove it.
It's a theory. I didn't make it.
Take your tinfoil hat off for a second and think about this logically.
Right.
Where did it come from?
Space!
So did sharks come from space too?
No.
So why just octopuses?
Because octopuses...
Because they have the weird head.
I don't know the specific reason
you can't fucking come to me with a theory.
I didn't invent it. I didn't come up with it.
This is where the agnostic old Caitlin comes from. Prove it to me.
I said some
What's the theory?
people, there's a community in science that believes...
It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
I don't know. I'll find it. I'll look up the reasons and I'll
come back to me next week with it.
I will get back to you on it.
Okay, and I'm going to look at you and say, hear me out. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Probably.
So dumb.
Could you survive... I know the answer to this one. Could you survive in the wilderness for a week without aid?
No.
No.
Not a fucking chance.
You wouldn't make it 10 minutes.
Nope. I would fucking hang myself from a tree.
But that's
I would kill myself.
You wouldn't even try.
Nope.
You could get lost in the park downtown.
Who enjoys life that much that they're going to be like, I'm going to fight to get out of this wilderness that I could be fucking miles from fucking civilization and I'm going to fight bears? No, eat me.
I could be 10 feet in the greenbelt and just give up.
Are you hungry?
Here's my soft underbelly.
Boss, I could be on the other side of the sny and I'm giving up. Like, that's it. I'm fucking done. Like, what do you mean could I survive without aid? Like, what does that mean? You want me to fucking survive on what? Fish and squirrel?
I don't know.
I don't eat anything other than turkey or chicken and beef.
Your ancestors would be frowning upon you right now.
They on the daily. They already did.
100%.
Yeah, the creator's like...
Done.
No.
What have I done?
This is why my dad calls me a freshwater Newfie.
Why?
Because I'm fucking horrible at all things Newfie as well.
Yeah.
Because you throw any Newfoundlander into the apocalypse, and they're good. They're going to survive forever.
They'll carve a canoe out of a fucking
and same thing with all of indigenous people. You throw the apocalypse happens, and Newfies and indigenous is all that's going to be left.
They're all good to go.
They're all that's it.
Yeah.
Everyone else is going to be fighting over whether or not they like Trump or if he fucking should die or not. Or if somebody should get an abortion. Everyone else is going to be fighting, and then they're going to kill each other. But the indigenous and Newfies are going to be like, guys, we got this.
We're
good. I, on the other hand, am be like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying. In the wilderness? Why am I out there? How did I get there?
It doesn't say.
Evan, why am I in the wilderness?
There's no backstory. It just asks the question.
It's really funny because I always say that I want to go and I would love, when we drive to Edmonton and stuff and I see the houses out in the middle of nowhere, I could definitely live out here. But then I'm like, well, if I get a farm, I'm fucked. Can I pay but I'd have to pay somebody to do it for me.
That seems like
that's
my hassle.
Right? So my thing is that, no, absolutely not. I wouldn't survive. I'd die.
Perfect. I think we're on the same page there. Yeah, we're definitely on the same.
And by the way, just so everybody's aware, if you commit suicide, you can still get into heaven.
Sure.
Catholics say that you can't.
Catholics say a lot of things.
They do.
Yeah, I'd probably just grab the biggest boulder I could find and drop myself under it.
You can't drop yourself under a boulder.
I could. Crunch. Crushed. Dead. Why is it impossible for a man to fold towels in a way that pleases his wife? Let me read that again. Why is it impossible for a man to fold towels in a way that pleases his wife?
Because you can't please women, no matter what you do.
Oh, damn.
That doesn't fucking...
You got fucking deep with it.
We're never fucking happy. I know I'm fucking certainly not.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You could fucking literally step by step right next to me, roll the towel the exact same way I do, and I'm like, you fucking did it wrong, you idiot.
You fucked it up.
If I'm not doing it, it's done wrong.
So how is it wrong? What's the correct way to do it?
It depends on where you're putting the towels, and like, it depends on your linen closet, honestly. Like for us, because we only have 2 shelves in our linen closet. So one is for like our toilet paper and cleaners. So I only have one shelf for towels for 4 people. So I roll the towels and separate them into baskets.
Yeah.
There's hand towels, the kids' towels, and our towels, and they're all color coordinated. We have all black. The kids are colored hand towels.
Right.
We roll them, but if they're not, like some people roll them, but then there's also the trifold. How I fold I just punched myself in the fucking face because I'm like, you're an idiot. How I fold the dish towels in the kitchen, where you like fold and then fold.
Okay.
Yeah. So it depends.
You said trifold. I expected it to look like a triangle.
No. Like where you fold it 3 times, but it literally just depends on what towel you're talking about and where the towel's going.
Oh man.
And my mood, because I change. Like you might open up the linen closet tomorrow because I'm home by myself tomorrow, and towels might not even be in there. They might be in their own baskets underneath the bathroom sink.
Oh my God, there's no fuck. You can't even win with towels. Even towels is a battle.
100%. Yeah.
Fuck, Evan, what have you done?
Yeah.
I thought these questions would be lighthearted, and here we are, fucking.
There's nothing lighthearted about me.
Towels.
Yeah.
Is Phil Dunphy the best fictional character of all time?
Yes.
That's what he says too. Answer yes.
Absolutely. There's no other answer but yes.
Yeah, okay.
Modern Family is hands down the best sitcom of all time.
It's pretty great.
It was so well written, and the
all
way
aspects.
Like the way they did it with like the interviews and like all of that.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like a TV show, it looked like a documentary.
Yeah.
Amazing. And yeah, Phil Dunphy's you and Phil Dunphy are like same person.
What?
Yeah.
But he's dumb. He's an idiot.
He's not dumb though. He's like just
naive. Simple. He's something. He's definitely not.
Shut up and let me fucking think of my words. He's not dumb. He's like head in the clouds. Like everything is always okay. Like it doesn't matter what's going on. Everything's good. And I'm Claire, where I'm fucking balls to the wall all the time, and nothing's ever okay. Oh, 100%. I'm that big of a bitch.
Wow.
Yeah. Or I'm Gloria, and I'm just here for the money.
Well, it's definitely not the money.
There you go.
Are all Evans ruggedly handsome and hilarious?
Yes.
I only know one.
Evan, what's his name? That played Jeffrey Dahmer.
Evan Peters.
He's good looking.
He's not ruggedly handsome. I would say he's adorbs.
I mean, he was pretty ruggedly handsome as Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's a whole other fucking thing. You're like next level.
What, because I think that Evan Peters as Jeffrey Dahmer was good looking?
Yeah.
I also think that the victims of Ted Bundy was kind of half to blame. So,
literally victim blaming.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much more victim blamey than saying the victims could take half the blame.
They did a press release, a news release, with a picture of Ted Bundy and the car he was driving, and these girls were like, it can't be him. I'm going to get in his car. The university girls was not their fault because he broke into their dorm. He broke into the frat house. They can't be to blame for that. They have probably taken some extra precautions because there was a serial killer? Maybe, but I'll give him that. But the girls that, like, he stopped and was like, hey, do you need a ride?
Yeah.
With his pearly whites in the Beetle that was posted all over the news with his picture, and they were like, he looks like him, but it's definitely not him.
Right.
And got in the car?
It's hard to argue with.
It's a little hard to argue with.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's, we've had talked about this with Jeffrey Dahmer too.
Yeah.
Same thing.
There you go. Victim blaming. Here we are.
Well, when, a guy in a gay bar says, I live in the suburbs of Chicago, and then all of a sudden you get out of a cab and you're in the ghetto and you walk up to an apartment that smells like rotting flesh and you still go in? Not gonna lie. I feel like you knew what was going to happen.
I don't think we put enough disclaimers on this episode. If you could choose one superpower, what would it be?
I don't know. I've been asked this question more than once,
Really?
and I honestly have no idea. I wouldn't want to, here's the thing. I wouldn't want to be invisible because
You need to be seen?
because I don't want to know what people think about me when I'm not in the room. Because I might hurt somebody.
Oh, I see. So you need people to keep their shitty opinions about you.
Well, honestly, I really don't give a fuck what they think about me.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, like I really don't care, but I guess, yeah, maybe being invisible.
That's the one you want?
I'd like to be able to stop time. That'd be fun.
Forever.
Not forever. Just at my control.
Right. Like Zach Morris in Saved by the Bell. Time out.
I'd like to be able to do that. Like just for a second. Just let me catch my bearings.
And then the whole world around you just sees time out, time in.
Yeah.
And then you stop for 4 days in between that.
And just like
in Severance. When they get in the elevator and then they step out the elevator and they're at work again. Like it's literally work.
I wish my brain was severed.
It might be.
I think that's probably. I wish it was like. Anyway, what was your superpower that you'd want?
I don't know.
You're like a superhero fanatic, so like
That's probably why it's so hard to choose.
because of all the cool superpowers,
Yeah.
heroes, things. I'd like to be Deadpool. Actually,
Just healing factor.
I just want to be Deadpool. Like, yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
What's specific about Deadpool?
I think it's just because it's Ryan Reynolds and he's funny as fuck.
So you just want to be Ryan Reynolds. So you could be Green Lantern then.
Ew,
Yeah.
terrible.
It was
That was
gross.
rude. That was like kind of offensive. What? Okay, but okay. So what about? Would you want to be able to like? What about Hulk? No, you get no.
I'm already
Yeah, you're already Hulk.
pretty
smash.
hulky.
You're pretty hulky now. I don't want you to be Iron Man because you'll die.
He doesn't die in the comic.
But he died
Well,
in
he
real life.
does. Multiple times.
Yeah.
Everybody dies in the comics. It's a thing with comics.
We're not talking about the comics. I'm talking
So
about
you're
the
talking
Avengers.
about MCU.
Yeah.
You're talking
Avengers.
MCU superpowers.
Yeah,
So
Avengers. Marvel.
are we limited to the MCU superpowers?
Yes, Marvel. You had to choose.
Really like to be able to shoot a bow and arrow.
Jeremy Renner's not going to be happy with this conversation.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
We can shoot a bow and arrow, but he can't dodge a snowplow.
Oh my god.
Is that even what it was? I don't even know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Well,
That's
it
good.
wasn't a plow. It was some sort of snow removal machine with track.
Okay.
It was heading towards his nephew.
Yeah.
So he tried to jump into it to stop it. And
He got caught up in the tracks, I'm aware.
Yeah.
And broke almost every bone in his body.
39 bones, I think. His
Anyway, that's not what we're talking about.
eyeball was hanging out of his face.
Yeah,
You could
he was
see
like-
his feet and his eye at the same time.
Yeah.
Weird. But he's okay now.
Anyway.
Thor, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Fly around with a hammer and
He's the god
talk
of
with a cool accent.
thunder.
God of hammers.
Who's the god of lightning? Zeus.
Yeah.
And that would be Thor's brother?
No, that's a completely
Cousin?
different...
Twice removed.
You're talking Norse mythology and Greek
Don't
mythology
they talk
now.
about Zeus?
They do. All the gods,
There's only one god.
yes.
Jesus is not happy with you right now.
What, you're talking within the confines of the MCU.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the superpower you'd
I
want,
guess.
I guess. If I had
Long
to
hair
choose
and
one.
muscles. If muscles is a superpower,
Yeah?
Thor it is.
Okay. Here's a really good question for you. At what point in a relationship did you realize that you were the problem?
I've never been the problem.
That's bullshit. I'm not saying in this marriage. I'm not saying in this relationship. But at some point in every relationship, you become each person is the problem at some point.
There's been 2 relationships where I was the problem, or at least half the problem.
Okay, but what was the moment?
It wasn't in the relationship. It was long after.
Okay.
I feel. What? Do you have something specific?
No. Huh.
So
I was going to tell you mine.
okay. So when you were in the relationship, you've discovered it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's yours?
I put my hand up and you flinched.
So you're talking our relationship.
Just in.
That's when you discovered you were the problem in
Yeah,
our
I put my
relationship.
hand up for something and you were like. I don't know why you had to go deep and dark
Oh,
with
I
it.
thought you were asking a serious question.
No, but
I
no.
was giving you a serious answer.
Okay, give me your answer then.
I just did. There's been 2 relationships where I didn't realize I was the problem until long after it was over.
Okay, and what made you realize that you were the problem?
Oh, I don't know.
And how were you the problem? What was the problem that you brought?
You're cracking something deep here now. Well, I wasn't ready for a relationship, I guess.
Agreed.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Agreed.
One, I was freshly divorced.
Yep.
The other, I was too young.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, bit off more than I can chew.
Typically.
Yeah. So I have pattern behavior.
You do have a pattern.
Yeah.
You I feel like you go for us broken women and you're like, I want to
I don't
fix
do it on purpose.
I know, but
I definitely didn't try to fix you.
no, you literally were like, you got to fix your shit or this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Actually, you were like, you need to fix your shit or you're going to die or end up in jail.
Yeah.
Was what you said to me. You're going to end up dead or in jail and I can't save you from either one.
Yeah. That was made pretty clear right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'd been in my fair share of messes, and this one wasn't going to be one.
Okay, what's your green flag? Everybody has a green, beige, and red flag.
Green flag?
Yeah, what's your green flag?
There's a couple of green flags, but one specific one is
No, wait, hold on. We'll do each other's. What's my green flag?
oh man.
Yeah. Guys, I don't think I have any.
Maybe you got lots of green flags. Like when we first met?
No!
When we met?
Yes! What was the green flag when we met? Because there was something that made you go. So
You made me laugh.
Okay, beige flag.
I don't know what a beige flag is.
Google it right now.
Okay. You could just tell me what the fuck it is.
No, I just want you to Google it because then we're going to pop it up here in this little area in our pop-up
Beige flag.
meaning.
The sign by royal sadness. I don't think that's it.
No.
What does being a beige flag mean? Beige flag is based on the older dating terms green flag and red flag, which are references to actual flags used in auto racing. Beige is commonly described as being a neutral color, so being beige refers to a behavior that is considered neither good nor bad, but is still notable.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a fucking big question. Your beige flag when we first met?
Yeah, it's like, it wasn't green or red, but still notable. You need to keep this one PG because I know what you're thinking.
I don't think you do. On our first date at Banquet, when it was first noticed that Radio Dave was back on the market.
Yeah.
And you made all the girls at the bar very aware
That he was not
that
back
I
on
was
the
not
market.
on the market. Which could be considered green or red, or neither. So beige.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Which I was not privy to at all during the moment.
Okay. What's my red flag now?
I don't have any red flags.
I do have red flags.
No, because red flag would be something you're not aware of, and you're aware of all your shit. Nobody's
Okay, so what was a
aware of
red
your
flag
shit.
when we first got together?
Your living situation.
Oh.
That's a pretty big red
Living
flag.
in a trap house?
Yeah.
And I was like, this is my home.
Yeah, that was a pretty big red flag
Yeah.
that I just blatantly fucking ignored.
Yeah. But you pulled me out of
I
it.
did.
You did. Like,
Yeah.
literally pulled me out. And you're like,
Yeah.
pack a bag. You're coming with me.
Yeah.
This isn't happening. You're not staying here.
Yeah, so even your red flag wasn't really a red flag. It was a
not the
it was
drug
a situational
addict.
red flag.
Not the... Oh, I guess because you also didn't know the severity of how deep I was in either when we first got together.
Yeah. You got sober pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, but because I was thinking me being a drug dealer probably should have been a red flag, but you weren't aware of how big of a thing that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, until after.
Until after.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so had I known, it might have been different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think you would have. I don't think it would have
It
been.
wouldn't have been different.
No.
I knew there was something special.
Oh.
And that you were in the middle of a change. I knew you were ready to fix some shit. Fix yourself. I wanted to be there when you did.
Or I was going to die or end up in jail.
Sure.
That was it. Okay, green flag. You were like completely non-judgmental. Like I'd known that you had got saved and you were back into like going, like you were following God again. And like we went out that night and like I was full blown like ripping rails in front of you. And it was just like zero judgment from you. Like you were super, and like no matter what I talked to you about, like there was never any judgment.
Yeah, just live your shit.
Beige flag, you're a DJ. 100%. It's not bad that you're a DJ, but it's beige. Beige flag. At the time.
DJ, I'm DJ.
At the time, I didn't know you were a producer,
right?
Songwriter, all of that. I didn't know that.
Okay.
So we're talking the beginning.
You just knew
your beige flag was
me
DJ.
as a DJ.
Yeah.
You didn't realize
Which also at the time was also your red flag.
Yeah. So. Motherfucker, it can't be both. Can't be beige and red. These are your rules. You come up with the fucking rules. You can't flip the table over on your own fucking game.
Yes, I can. No, your red flag was that you were not self-aware at all at the time.
2 divorces.
I was a
2 divorces.
I didn't know. I didn't care about that.
It's a pretty big red flag.
No, that doesn't. You were not self-aware whatsoever at the time.
Right.
When you and I met.
In what way?
You were not.
Define.
You were not aware at all of like your own shit.
Yeah.
That you had contributed to the mess that was your life.
Right.
You were not.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've always been self-aware.
Yeah.
And you like right from the beginning. I've always been like, I'm a fuck up.
Yeah.
Like this is me. Like that fucking song Reject by Mercules was like my anthem to life.
I'm pretty self-aware now. But yeah, in the moment, I definitely felt victimized to situations that I put myself into.
Yeah, like you definitely, and I remember us having a conversation where I looked, it was our very first fight we got into.
Yeah.
And I looked at you and was like, you are not the fucking victim here.
Yeah.
You are part of the problem.
Yeah.
The solution was the separation, but like, yeah, anyway, you were not self-aware. Now you are.
We're so fucking self-aware.
We're way too self-aware, I think, at this point. So, anyway, that was that. Cool.
So the question I thought you were asking.
Yeah.
Green flags in general.
Yeah.
My, in general, green flag.
Okay, yeah.
Is when how a girl treats waitstaff, waiters, and customer service. The service industry.
Yeah.
That's my indication of whether a person is
absolutely not like just customer service in general, not just wait staff, but like retail staff.
Yeah.
Like cashiers at grocery stores, like the people who are working the jobs that you don't want to work.
Yeah.
How you treat them is a huge tell on what you're like as a person and what on your character. And there's nothing I hate more than when somebody's rude to like a waitress or a waiter or like I managed in retail for 4 years.
Yeah.
How many times I kicked people out of the store because of the way they spoke to my staff.
Yeah.
Right? I think it should be a rule, a standard that like when you get out of high school,
you should serve some sort of customer service.
Work retail and you have to work in the food and beverage industry. 6 months each one. So a full year of work experience in one of those two industries before you can move on to do anything else, so that it prepares you and you understand what it's like.
Yeah.
Because you don't get it until you do it. But like, I was in the food and beverage industry for 11 years before I went into retail. And I thought, you know what? I did food and beverage. I managed bars for the last however many years of my life.
Yeah.
If I can manage a bar in Yellowknife, I can definitely run a Dollarama in Fort McMurray.
Yeah.
Nope. Two completely, it's two completely different types of customers with the exact same entitlement.
Yeah.
Like, the entitlement of somebody on Christmas Eve buying stocking stuffers is the exact same of the entitlement of somebody at 2:05 a.m. who wants to buy one more shot.
Yeah.
They're the exact same person.
Like, bitch, last call was 5 minutes ago.
Yep. And it's the same thing as 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve when Dollarama is closing, and it's 6 o'clock on the dot and somebody's walking around on their phone getting their last minute stocking stuffers, and you're trying to tell them it's the exact same entitlement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I deserve to be here. It's my right to be here.
Yeah.
Bitch, no, it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your right
That's a good point. They are the exact same people.
Yeah.
If you're wasted and looking for a drink after the last call, you're the same asshole that's fucking
shopping
same
when the
type of asshole.
Yeah, when the doors are locked and people are trying to get home to their
and they've
families.
been announcing over the speakers for 15 minutes. The store will be closing 15 minutes sooner than you want to check out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
So what's your green flag in general? Or indication of a green or red flag? That's the thing that I use.
Your friend group, who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, that's good.
That's like my number one, because the saying goes, you're only good as people you surround yourself with.
The company you keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, surround yourself with trash, you become trash, right?
Yeah.
So if you are hanging around with a group of people who are a bunch of homophobics and racists, well,
it's going to rub off. Even if you don't want it to.
Even if you don't want it
Nobody's
to.
strong enough to influence a large group of people without becoming part of those people.
Yeah.
Like, our daughter had to learn that the hard way. She just tried to influence her friends from a Christian standpoint, and instead it rubbed off on her.
Yeah, instead she started getting drunk and playing badminton in gym class. Oh my gosh.
Doing shots and slapping birdies.
And not real birdies. Thank God. Anyway.
Badminton birdies.
Badminton birdies, you idiot. Oh, Lord. All right. Well.
You didn't have a grievance this week?
A grievance? No. I actually,
You're star-studded with me today.
I'm star-studded with you in general because, I said it to you last week. I'm like, God bless you. And I say it again because you're just, the patience you carry with me is undeniable.
That's pretty significant.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're worth it.
What's your grievance? Because you said you were going to bring it up this week. Just do it.
I've been saying it to you for how long we've been together? Almost 5 years.
5 years in January.
Yeah. I've been saying this to you the entire time. When you leave, and I sent you a video of it recently to show you proof that they put like black light liquid in the toilet and they shine black lights, they turn the lights off, they flush the toilet.
I didn't even watch the video.
I know you didn't, and then all the black light liquid, whatever, got all over the toothbrushes and stuff. And I've been saying to you for 5 years, put the toilet seat down when you flush the fucking toilet so you're not brushing your teeth with fecal matter. And you're like, it's an old wives' tale. That's stupid. That's not a thing.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
But when you flush the toilet, it creates a cyclone of shit particles that flies into the rest of the bathroom. And that's my grievance for you this week. Because you still fucking do it. Even after I sent you the video, the scientific evidence to back up my claim. And instead of
you roll around in fecal matter, you sleep in it.
What?
When you fart.
Excuse me. Okay.
And a fart. I'm pretty sure if you blacklit anything in take a blacklight. You're worried about the bathroom. Mom, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Sleeping on a Jackson Pollock pavement. All right.
Anyway.
I think that's time.
We're gonna call it. That seems like a great place to cut.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Do you have a sign off yet?
Thanks for hearing me out.
Here you go. Is that what we do? That's what we
That's what I did last week, and you were like, "Oh, that's so good."
Perfect.
Yeah.
Check us out next
time. Okay, so for all of you guys who are listening, knowing ignore him, I embarrass him on a regular basis. It's fine. For all of you listening right now, I would really appreciate if you guys would like flood our inboxes with topic ideas, things you want to hear my opinion on. I am going to do an episode that we talked about where we're going to do Caitlin's unpopular opinions.
I think you went there today.
Yeah, no, it gets worse, and we know that. So, it's a full episode of basically, we're going to do it in about 2 or 3 weeks because I want to wait for enough topics to go through for a full hour.
Yep.
But I want you guys to bring up topics that are very controversial to the world, and I will give you my unpopular opinion on them, something for you to laugh about. And anything else you want to hear me spin out about, because we all know that I spin. So we just went, like, that was a ride. This one was a roller coaster. Yeah, it was a good one, though. But yeah.
We're going to rile up the bases.
Oh, well, I think this is going to be the episode that will, if there's anybody who's hanging around thinking...
This is going to draw the line in the sand.
They still go to church, though. I'm still not your people.
This is the episode that people are going to figure out, oh, we love these guys, or oh, no, we can't.
Yeah, or I can never listen to them ever again. One of two. So, anyway, thanks for hearing me out.
On that note.
Bye.